Hi, I'm Larry McAtee, Ward 3 City Councilman, and what a delight this afternoon to have Michael Byrnes, the President and General Manager, if I've got that right, of the Oklahoma City Dodgers.
That's right. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hey, my pleasure. And as you can tell, when we talked off camera, I put the closest thing to Dodger blue that I could come on. Go Dodgers.
That blue counts. I think it's official. So yeah, anytime anyone's wearing blue, that's a good thing around here.
And we're talking before we got on the program here about the identity that people have got toward the product, the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Dodger blue. How about making some comments about that?
Yeah, so the brand itself, the Dodgers, is so iconic. There's such a long history, and it's it's nationally and internationally known. So I've been really pleased with the number of people I've met over the last 2 years out at the ballpark that have a long-standing fandom, long-standing passion for the Dodgers, and whether they grew up in the Los Angeles area and used to go to Dodgers games, or they have been in Oklahoma and just chose to be a Dodger fan for one reason or another, there is a strong passion for the Dodgers here locally, and that's been fun to engage with. To hear stories about Don Drysdale and Sandy Koufax and Oral Hershiser and some of the greats that have gone through there. So the other thing that really stands out to me is we seem to, everywhere we go, we're seeing people wearing our merchandise, our hats and our shirts and those types of things. So there's been a great embracing of the local brand, and it's been a lot of fun.
Now, that embracing of the local brand, you kind of track one statistic as we go along these past, 6 years now?
That's right.
That's the statistic of attendance. How's been the attendance?
Yeah, so this year we're about a quarter of the way into the season, so we're off to a really strong start. As of today, we've had 8 sellouts out of our 20 or so games, and we have a Friday and Saturday game coming up, and we'll sell that out. So that's been our measuring stick: is how many of the games can we get that are our peak games that we know people want to come to. How can we get those sold out? So over the last 5 years, we've gone from 1 in 2010 to 23 last year. So there's been incremental increases every year, and that's a testament to the folks on our staff that really work so hard to continue to engage with people in the community and find unique ways for people to get connected. So whether they want to come out to one game because they're coming with their church or a youth sports team, or whether they want to come out as a business that's entertaining key relationships, there's so many different ways for us to be connected. The challenge for us is just to find that connection and look for a way to make it attractive for people to come out. So we've seen such a great response, and attendance has grown every year for 5 years straight, and what we expect it to be the 6th year in a row. And so our peers in AAA baseball, there's only one other team that's been doing that consistently over a year over the past 5. So I see that as a really positive sign.
Now, when you say a sellout, what constitutes a sellout? How many bodies constitute a sellout?
There's about 8,400 seats in the configuration of the park right now, and so it'll range anywhere from that to once you add in the hospitality areas and some of our suites, and we have a general admission grass berm, so sometimes it's upwards of 10,000, a little bit over that on any given night out in Bricktown.
So now, when you came in and took over, y'all made some changes to the makeup of the ballpark to try to get some more excitement going. I guess that's been working real well?
It has been working, and we have a great partner in the city in making sure that the ballpark's in great condition, and it annually receives awards. Even built in 1998, it has a long history, and people love the ballpark and love the association that it has. Our goal is to find a way to improve the ballpark every year, and so recently we've had improvements like we have 4-top seating. It's a new seating type where people are able to sit in a half-moon shaped table, and it's easier for some interaction. We created a hospitality deck out in left field a year or so ago in partnership with the city, and so continuing to try to find ways to add enhancements. And it could be a seating area, or it could be we have a new playground that went in, so for those that are bringing their families out and have little ones that want to climb all over that and maybe get them worn out, that's another way. So the goal is to have something unique every year, so that there's a curiosity to come out to the park and see what's different. And sometimes it's at the concession stand. Maybe there's just a unique food item that we might have. But all those things go into how we prepare each year to make sure that the experience is going to be fun and exciting.
Well, now you just mentioned food. I want to come back and talk about something else in a minute, but you mentioned food. You've put some unique items over the years on the menu, haven't you? As far as hot dogs, different in different major league cities?
Yeah, we have. We have a partner that focuses on the food and beverage experience, and they have a couple unique. They have a hot dogs, a specialty hot dog area we call Frank's, and then another one for hamburgers, so Burgertopia. So they try to introduce a new opportunity or a new concept once a month, and so. It ranges. Our executive chef is able to get creative with what he's putting on the hot dog, and it makes for some fun tastes, and it keeps it interesting. So when people come out, if they haven't been out to the ballpark in a month or so, they're going to look for something new to try. Of course, the staple for us is the Dodger dog. The same Farmer John hot dog that people can get out at Dodger Stadium out in Los Angeles, and so for the lifelong Dodger fans, that's going to be what they want to get their hands on. And but for those that might be coming out for the first time, they could be trying, our pizza option or one of our new sandwiches or one of the new hot dogs or hamburgers. So there's plenty of variety for sure.
I let you go as long as I can without getting my commercial in, though, Michael. You keep talking about the Los Angeles Dodgers. Us old fogies grew up in Brooklyn, where it was the Brooklyn Dodgers, the Bums, and I happened to have the opportunity to watch both Drysdale and Koufax when they came into the league before you guys stole them to bring them west. and I'm still bitter about that. I just want you to know.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. The tie back to Brooklyn is so unique, and some of our marks and logos we wanted to utilize some of or pay homage to that with that look and feel. We're lucky here locally to have individuals like Don Demeter that played a little bit in Brooklyn and a little bit in Los Angeles, and here played at Capitol Hill, and so it's neat to have some of those tie-ins. I've only met one other person that's been to Ebbets Field, so it's great that you have those memories.
There's two of us now.
That's exactly right. Yep, that's exactly right. Hopefully there's some more out there who want to come out to the ballpark.
You talked about staying connected with the fans and doing things to get them to come into the ballpark year after year. What are some of the things you've done in a unique way to get the fans to come in?
Well, the part of it is how we look at the experience, that there are baseball fans, certainly, but there's also we want it to be an entertainment experience, and so we market very specifically to families, and when we think of if we're an entertainment destination for a family on a Friday or Saturday night, that's a win. There might only be one baseball fan in that family, but everyone can go out and have a good time. So it starts with the small elements, like what is the music that we're playing, and we have scripted entertainment acts between innings, and there's a director of entertainment that oversees all of that. So she's focusing on what the experience can be like between every inning. She has 90 seconds to 2 minutes for a skit. It could involve our mascots, and could involve the MCs doing something with a fan. So all those elements, I think, just make for a fun and exciting experience. And it may be a family wants to go experience it. It may be a church group that wants to go out, and a group of 100 or 200 folks that want to go have a fun night together. That's what we look at, is how can we make it engaging for as many people as possible. It's a large venue, and we play 72 nights out of the summer, so we have many opportunities. Yes, exactly. Many opportunities to find a way to connect. And there's ways, like we visited a couple minutes ago about, we'll have a Faith Night concert post-game coming up in July, so that's been attractive to a number of churches that want to come to the game and the concert. And we had a yoga night for those that wanted to connect baseball and yoga not too long ago, a couple weeks back. So some folks that got to go out into center field after the game was over and have about an hour-long yoga experience with an instructor, Dodgers branded yoga mat, and so those are the things where our staff can have a lot of fun coming up with new ideas and finding a new market of folks that might want to come together and go to a game.
Well, now, if somebody was watching our show, let's hope somebody's watching our show, and they had an idea and say, hey, I'd like my group to go, what do they need to do?
Well, there's a number of opportunities. Our website is a great location for people to get connected to us. Our ticket office is open weekly or daily, and so connecting with one of our staff members at the ticket office or our team store, they can call in to the team at 218-1000. So any of those opportunities, we would be able to get them connected to the right folks on staff that can help them put together their outing and make sure that they have a great experience.
Well, give us that phone number again a little bit slower.
It's 218-1000.
218-1000.
Right. Yep.
And the website is?
It's the OKCDodgers.com.
Okay.
www.okcdodgers.com.
We got a commercial in there. No
Yeah,
charge
perfect.
for the
Thank
commercial.
you. Yes, absolutely.
How's the team been playing?
They right now we're a couple games over 500, so they're in first place. It seems early indications are the Omaha Storm Chasers, which is the Kansas City Royals AAA affiliate. I think it's going to be back and forth with us and Omaha in terms of who's in first place. We're there right now. We actually will finish the season with 4 games against Omaha, so it could very well come down to the very last 4 games of the year in terms of who's going to advance to the playoffs. So we have a new field staff, our manager Bill Hasselman, and the new coaching staff that go along with him. So a lot of fresh faces in terms of the players on the field. The one piece of the experience we don't control, the players themselves. The Los Angeles Dodgers make the decisions on who play here and who might move up, and so all together they've come together to play pretty well. We're pleased they're in first place, and there's a lot of games in June for us to continue to maybe stretch our lead a little bit, and as we get deeper into the summer.
Well, from a baseball standpoint, since you've had the Dodgers here in Oklahoma City, the product has been very, very good, has it not? We haven't had a real bust type of year at all.
That's true. The Dodgers last year, we advanced to the playoffs and had one of the best records that this franchise has had in Oklahoma City for many years. Set a win record as well. So the baseball was great last year with 4 All-Stars. I would anticipate in the next two or three weeks we'll hear who the All-Star selections are for this season, and I would anticipate that we'll have a couple of our players that are being represented at the All-Star game in North Carolina. And so the level of competition has been great, very fun to watch. Just recently, we actually had a great play that occurred on the field, and it made SportsCenter top 10. So it was neat for Oklahoma City to be represented that way, and that just goes to show you that they're incredible athletes, and the performance they're able to put on night in and night out, coupled with traveling all over, it seems like the country to continue to playing their opponents. It takes an incredible skill level, and it's really hard work for them to continue to do that, and we're thankful we have really good athletes.
Now, what I hear you saying is we've got a good product on the field, we've got a good venue to play on, we've got good choices for food, we've got good choices for entertainment between the innings. Why wouldn't anybody want to come to the ballpark?
I'm not sure that there's any good reason to not attend.
Makes me want to break into song and sing Harry Carey's "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." But I don't think that'll go over very big.
We can get you out to the ballpark to do that.
Well, I did have the opportunity, and you did one unique thing that I don't know if people know. You had a tryout one Saturday morning for people in the community that wanted to sing the national anthem before the game. And for some reason, you took a tone-deaf Yankee like me and made me a judge. And I hope the fans liked the ones we selected, but that was a unique, I thought, experience to get people engaged.
Yeah, it's a fun thing that we do, and we'll do it in the off season as we lead into really when we're trying to build excitement for the season to begin. So late February, early March, we're trying to get people to think about baseball season coming in, and usually it's right around when spring training has begun. And as it turns out, we were at a local mall, and over 200 candidates that sang the national anthem over the course of the day. So it was a lot of national anthems, one after another.
I've heard enough.
Yes, absolutely. So we kept the judge time frames short, so you didn't have to hear all 200. But it's a fun thing. We have people that don't know what's going on that, of course, gravitate over and want to know what's going on, and it gives us a chance to talk to them about the season coming up. And it's kind of a fun way for us to engage with the community as well. And there's 72 nights that we need to have a national anthem, so it gives us a good platform to select some of the best talent around the community.
Michael, thank you for coming down. Thank you for what the Dodgers are doing to bring excitement and an opportunity for families to come together and enjoy a quality product. Get out to the ball game. See the Dodgers in operation. I guarantee if you're there, you'll see Michael there because he's all over the ballpark except on the field. Thank you for coming. May God bless you. Let's enjoy the rest of the summer with the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Thank you for watching.